Well, you know, ice and wind, that's going to be the big concern, right? It could lead to significant damage, taking down trees and power lines. There are some things, though, that you can do right now to protect your property. WSMV's Amber Jayon tells us what you should be looking for if you have a tree in your yard.
If you have a tree in your yard or you're finding loose limbs like these laying around, it could be a sign that your tree is not healthy and bigger limbs could come down. Now, a local arborist we spoke to says it's best to cut those limbs now before it causes more damage. Denzel Stewart's home sits close to several trees.
I'm still raking up balls and leaves in the back from September.
Just a few months ago, this tree in front of his home came tumbling down.
I heard a car had run into my house. But when I look out, it was the tree fell. And I was so happy that it fell straight up.
Luckily, his house wasn't damaged, but he later learned his tree had rotted. Lukas Suzano with Davey Tree of Nashville says tree damage is something many homeowners often overlook. He says it's important to check your trees and take action now before the storm this weekend.
With heavy ice accumulation, it can potentially lead to damage with weight on limbs.
To help prevent trees falling and taking down power lines, he says to look for leaning trees. A sudden tilt may indicate root damage, which can be at risk of blowing over. Lukas says pruning your tree will also help strengthen the branches, but there are a few other things that you can do.
You can look at supplemental support, like cabling is an option, where you actually cable a couple of stems together to provide that support and help distribute the load so it doesn't all go onto that weak branch union.
He also says to avoid parking or walking under any trees next to your home or near your driveway.
So we still have a bit of time to go out on our properties, take a look around, look for those key indications that I just mentioned. And if you see anything, try to mitigate it if you can and feel safe doing so. Otherwise, your local arborist can come out and try to get you taken care of so that way we can prevent damage before it happens.
If you do need help pruning your tree or cutting down some limbs, you still may have time to get an expert. And Lukas tells us, even if you have to pay for help, it may save you money down the line. Reporting in Nashville, Amber Jayon, WSMV4.